Hey guys, welcome back to Late to the Party Games. Today I am doing my first video on Rec Room, but as you might see, I've done some stuff with the game outside of YouTube. Oh, it keeps respawning. Oh, so I just have to get it out of there. Anyways, so as you read the title, today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Maker Pen within a basic scale. So I'm going to be showing you all of the different quote-unquote modes that there are. So the first one I'm going to show you is the create mode, and I know it's unsatisfying that the edit mode comes before then, but it's important that we get the create mode done first so that way we can actually use the edit mode. So with the create mode, I'm sure you're all familiar with this unless you were literally just starting to use the Maker Pen for the first time and you're using this as a guide. So basically, just hold down your grab button on whatever platform you play on, Xbox, PC, PCVR, Quest 2. I play on PCVR. But just hold down your grab button and you'll start to make a shape. So I just made a very simple rectangle because it's not a perfect square. So you can see the width is a bit off, but that doesn't matter. And to show you the edit tool, we are actually currently in edit mode right now, but I'll get back to you on that once we add in a couple more shapes. So you can also change the material and color of what you want to do. So I'm gonna make a smooth brown sphere now, and put it on top. This is nothing special, this is just a bunch of shapes. So once you're finished creating something with the create tool, in the actions menu, make sure you press done editing, and then it all becomes one object. Not a single piece of this is not connected. Now, I'm going to be showing you a couple tools in one in this next part. So the first tool, or mode rather, is the edit tool. So I could edit, I don't know, Mr. Rec Room Man if I wanted, but I'm gonna edit this creation I made earlier, and then now you can select both of the objects normally. So yeah, anyways, there's only a couple modes we can use here in the edit area. There's a couple more ones you can use outside of this, which I'll be showing you as well, but I'm gonna be showing you the recolor tool, which is basically just, if you don't like what this looks like, then I don't know, just select checker pattern. Oh, okay, I guess that works as well, and maybe we'll make it white this time, and then boom, gets recolored. So, again, you can do this basically with whatever you want, and make sure that once you're done with the recolor tool, you might need to select off of it for it to take effect, because it's green when it says you selected it, which brings us into the next tool once we're done with this editing area. So I'm going to show you probably know how to delete things. It's very simple. So just equip the delete mode, delete, and if you delete all of it, it says you're done editing because there's nothing left to edit. So I'm gonna create a couple more shapes, just random shapes, really nothing too much, like maybe one hemisphere, a pipe, I don't know, and then a ribbon, and I put it maybe there. Anyways, oh yeah, I forgot, what you're gonna need to do in order to use the select tool is make a bunch of different shapes at different times so they're not the same thing. So now making a pipe, done editing, and then the ribbon. And anything that's not been made in the edit mode is grayed out, so you can't really edit those in the edit mode because you haven't had them selected when editing. Anyways, with the select mode, you can basically select an object like that, and that. And we can do a couple things with this. I'm going to show you the move mode now. So basically, either you can just, oh, it's frozen, selected my wall by accident. Anyways, you can move it around and stuff. There's more exact movement if you want to just move it to the side. Anyways, the rotate tool allows you to rotate objects. You can also freehand rotate it if you want. I've never really done this much because I find it more exact if you use the normal part of the tool. Anyways, so we've used most of the main tools. Now I'm gonna move on. Oh right, there's still a couple more. So the scale tool, first of all, we're gonna need a cube for this. Anyways, the scale tool can practically just scale things to a larger size in specific directions. Now there's a tool that's similar to this, and it's called the manipulate tool. And it just brings you into editing mode, and you can go in one direction rather than another. So that might be something you want to use if you're making your very own dorm cover, which I did not do. I'm still gonna work on that. Anyways, yeah, you can do that. Just finish editing. You can now move on to the more advanced area where you can find, like, it's not too much more advanced, not like building maps advanced, but it's advanced enough to the point where you're gonna need at least a little experience with moving around blocks, creating them, and knowing how to edit them. So the first part of the advanced section is the clone tool, where you can really actually just clone something in a certain area and then move it. And it looks like really weird when you do this. Like, you select the different piece. And you can also do that upwards, outwards, and you can just create a copy and then drag it out and place it whatever you please. But in order to stop doing that, you do need to stop using the clone tool, because if you stop using the clone tool, then you'd be able to move them without keeping to make infinite clones, which isn't the best thing. So I'm going to show you the freeze tool now. So basically what the freeze tool does is it's actually very simple, but basically what you do is you just equip the tool or mode. I call them tools because they're different from each other mostly. Anyways, it says that the object has been frozen. I cannot delete it. I cannot move it. I cannot rotate it. Neither can I select it. So, yeah, once it's frozen, you can't do anything to it unless you unfreeze it. See, now I can move it around, I can scale it a bunch. Oh. Anyways, so the next tool is called, which one to do next? I think the wire tool would be good. So this is no good for the wire tool, so this is where I'm going to show you something you can find in the palette. So this is also a guide to setting up a holotar. It's that thing up there where if you connect a button to it, or if you just don't have a button, it will play like a little clip of yourself. That's going to be weird because I might watch this video over as me watching me. So it's going to be a bit weird, but still. Anyways, so one more thing before we get into that. Say you like have the create tool open, and for some reason this little what it's actually called a palette, it doesn't spawn. Simple fix, you can just press open and close palette right there, but it's likely that won't happen to you very often. So let me go back in time a bit to find all of my old things that I used. No, it's gonna be easier if I just type in Holotar. Oh. There it is, Holotar Projector. Anyways, you can just spawn one, and I'm gonna place it right there, and then go to gadgets, or it wouldn't be in there. I have to go back to the very laggy keyboard. I'm gonna get the button out, even though it might be a little bit slow in the playback, because it's a little bit laggy whenever you play with the search bar using a when you use a search bar with a recording system, it is not the greatest. So now whenever I push the button, it will play the Holotar. But in order to use a Holotar, you have to create something with it first. So let me just get the maker pen out of there for a moment and create a Holotar. This is a simple test Holotar just for the purpose of making a video. Alright, this is a simple test Holotar just for the purpose of making a video. So now that I've created the Holotar and it's safe to myself saying so, just for the purpose of making a video. I interrupted myself technically, so in both ways really. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of how you set up a Holotar, and if you wire the button to the Holotar, you might need to hold your maker pen over each of the dots next to it to see what they do, and it might fit your fancy depending if you want to hold the button down the whole time and then have it play, but I prefer to just keep it to push it and then it starts until it ends. So button starts up the Holotar. This is a simple test Holotar just for the purpose of making a video. And just let me recall the maker pen, get rid of these two things, and you'll see that we've basically gone through almost everything here except for the configure and the make invention. I gotta go back here. Alright, anyways, for manipulate, we can just go back to simple cubes, which I really like because that way it's easier on me and the recording system lag. Anyways, for configure, this is actually one of the tools that can manipulate what your palette looks like. Same goes with the make invention tool, but we'll get into that when the time comes. So with the configure tool, select the cube, and you can just do a bunch of things. So I can make it so it's not grabbable, so I can no longer grab it once I'm not editing it. And I can make it climbable, so I can just climb it whenever I want to. Yeah, sure, I can wall run it. I can do a bunch of things. It could be a bunch of things. And you can just change it to fit fancy. Anyways, so you'll see that I made it climbable. So that means I can climb it. So if you've ever played a rock climbing map, then you'll know exactly what this feature is. It just makes it so you can climb it. So yeah, of course this got added. Of course this feature got added in the Stunt Runner update. But yeah, anyways, for the final bit, or for the final mode, we have the make invention mode. Anyways, we're basically just going to make this square into an invention. I'm going to call it a climbing square. Now, I can rename it to whatever I want, so I'm going to name it climbing square. Nope, it's not supposed to. Square. Yeah, oh. And then I gotta take a picture of it. And then it says it's creating it, which basically just means it's rendering it. And boom, right there, climbing square. So, small, low ink, I made it. So I'm gonna publish my invention. This is always optional. You can just keep it as a private invention if you really want to. Well, really, you can just do it if you want to. Honestly, I cannot control what you do. Anyways, I don't really care about the description right now. Yes, environment. Yeah, that's really all it is. Anyways, I am not a Rec Room Plus member, so I cannot set it to be costing anything. Other players can publish it for all I care. This is just something for a tutorial. No. Got it? So, yeah, now it's published. If you want to go check this out, if you have Rec Room, then pretty simple. Oh, okay. So we don't need that, except I do need that to delete this climbing square and show you how you can spawn in inventions. So if you open the palette and go to create, if you go to inventions, you'll see the climbing square is now an invention. So you can spawn it in, climb it. That's the kind of stuff. Anyways, just gotta do that. Now that it's gone and I show you how to like make an invention and get rid of it, I'm gonna show you where it is and how you can get inventions yourself. So in the main menu, go to store, and if you're doing this on your watch, then it's gonna prompt you with what thing you want to do, but really you just want to enter the store. Go to inventions, go to climbing, square. Did I not spell it that way? Oh. I don't have any filters right now, but maybe it's not for sale. Well, you know, basically you can just get inventions from here, so I'm gonna find pop figure. And I'm just gonna put some random guy's pop figure in my room. So, do I have filters on right now? Okay, you know what? I know what's easily gonna come up if I search this. So many things are gonna bombard my screen when I search this up. Nothing? Well, you can find inventions here normally, so I just find that weird. Anyways, yeah, that's basically how to use every single mode in the Maker Pen. I really hope that you found this video helpful, and that maybe I can do a couple more Rec Room videos in the future and get a similar response to this one. I don't mind if it's bad or if it's good. I really want to play this game more and let the world see it. So, bonus Holotar that I made the other day. I exit the stratosphere. And if you see a couple inventions in my house, like smiley face up there, Mr. Polar Bear, most of those are stuff I found on my free time. And the things like that golden ninja costume, basically, that was just when I completed a quest and I managed to get a reward from it. So, anyways, that's all for the Maker Pen tutorial. I hope you'll be out there making inventions and making your dorm room look pretty nice, although this wasn't a dorm room tutorial. It was a Maker Pen tutorial. So close. Anyways, I hope I see you in the next episode of Rec Room. Anyways, for the time being, bye!